Hello, guys. Welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to be joined with Stefan Vincent. He's had 6 pro fights, 1 win with 5 defeats. And yeah, how are you, mate?
I am tip top, mate. I mean, what's it doing in the middle there? Got it. Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, a couple of them bad decisions, but it is what it is. You got to move on from it. Best thing about it, learn on the road, is you take something away from every fight. It's every fight that you have. There's something that you would do or wouldn't do or would have done different. And I
And
believe
you
that
haven't had it easy either. Like, we'll talk about your first fight. You fought Naeem Ali back in June.
yeah,
And you got a 40-36 win. How do you
yeah,
think you performed that night?
yeah. To be fair, like he's a very good journeyman. He's very clever at what he does. He's very good. I probably would have liked him to be a bit more interactive because you know me, mate. I turn up for the fight. But it is what it is. Like I think a couple of, well, definitely 2 of my decisions that I've had were 100% should have gone my way. But on to the next one, the second one, it was
Robert Lloyd Taylor.
Robert. Then again, I didn't turn up. To
He's
be
good.
honest, he is very good. Yeah. I could have definitely done more. I just, do you know what it was? It's all so new still. Like you're walking down the ring, there's sparklers going up, and you're like, how do I get to this? You know what I mean? I think nerves got the better of me that night, definitely.
And were you nervous as like, I know you had a few people there for you, but like the crowd were mainly behind him for the first time.
Yeah.
Was that a bit of nerves as well?
The crazy thing about it, yeah, is I'm originally from Portsmouth. So obviously I fought in Portsmouth. So I knew so many people there. Like, to walk around after, I knew a crazy amount of people. And it was just, I think that's what happened, like it just, yeah, it was. But, he's a good lad and fair play to him. He was a better
He's
man than the
strong,
night.
isn't he?
Yeah, pardon?
He's strong. Like, he pushes you back on the ropes quite a bit.
He wasn't the strongest one was Jake Lemond. He was the strongest out of all of them. And, like, I think with Jake as well, I think they was expecting to get me out early. I think they thought it was going to be a lot easier than what it was. Fortunate enough to be on the BBC as well. That was very, quite lucky with that.
Should we talk about before we get fully into that? Should we talk about the fight at Oldham, which I thought? I mean, come on, how did that not go your way?
That was tough, mate. That was tough. Like that, they should have at least give that a draw. Like I just can't. I'm back in Oldham in a couple of weeks, I think, actually. So revenge is sweet.
And of course, it was 39-38, and I thought they should have given it to you by, well, at least the other way around, 39-38. But because when you heard that scorecard, did you know that they were going to give it to him?
As soon as you hear 39-38, you know what's going to happen. They're not going to give it to you by 1 point. They should have at least given me a draw. I mean, yourself, a draw is an away win. But I just don't get it. Like, it still baffles me now. Like, you win some, you lose some, don't you? Why? It baffles me. It does.
Was that an easy night at the office?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think he was a 4-0 unbeaten fighter, and I was 1-1, and I beat him on the night, and that's the end of it.
Would you run it back with him over 6 rounds?
There's no way they would do that.
And then, I mean, that is. And then you had a little bit of a break in August. There's not many shows going on, but you were back on the BBC. Well, Ricky Burns undercard, and you fought, well, Willie Lemond's son, Jake Lemond.
Yeah.
And as the commentary said, you liked the commentary, didn't you?
Yeah. Do you know what? Like, usually with the commentary, like, obviously you get on these big shows, and as a German, usually they're a bit, like one-sided. But do you know what? I'm more than happy with the comments they made. They made about me throughout the fight. I mean, obviously I took the knockdown in the second round, which was, it was a bit of a push as well. But to be fair, he caught me, and it was a nice clean shot, and I did go down. But I got back up, and to be honest, I think I won a couple of rounds after that as well. I did push on, but then again, still all 6 rounds to Jake. But he was a lovely lad as well. Like, we had a chat after, and like even now he messages me like on Insta and sees how I'm doing. So he was a good sportsmanship, you know what I mean? And plus out of it as well, the who Jake sponsored by have sponsored me, so they've sponsored me with all my personalised fight gloves now.
Oh, that's good, mate. That's
cool.
So
you do get some good out of it, mate.
And fighting on BBC, that must have been special. And like your first time fighting in like an arena.
Do you know what? Like, the whole experience was crazy, mate. Like, I didn't realise it was going to be as big as it was, like, until it happened. Like, until I got there, and it was all just like, and like the way they treated me there was like, it was so well. They treated me so well from the minute I got there to the minute I left. It was like 100% decent treatment. They looked after us real good there. It was really nice.
And how did you feel boxing in away from England for the first time?
Happy days. Get me on again.
That was a good show, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was brilliant. The whole show was good. The whole show. And I think, to be fair, out of our whole changer room, I think obviously we was all the away fighters, and I think I was the only one to go the distance out of the whole changing room.
So, I mean, that's a bit of a win as well.
But that was a win. I was never going to get the decision there, but I truly believe that I tested him, which is what I was there to do. So happy days, isn't it? He was. I would like to have maybe engaged, but the knockdown, I think it took me down a peg. I think if
to stay in there as well.
Do you what?
Because he was there thinking he would knock you out.
Yeah.
And you held your own in there, and you came back, and I thought it was a bit harsh not to give you I thought you at least should have got at least a round.
Yeah. It is what it is, mate. I had a good time. I got on TV. What more do you want? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then you fought on the top boxer, but it was a bit of
shambles.
No, like, I mean, the whole thing didn't go through for some reason. Do you know the reason why the tournament, like 3 fights one night, didn't go ahead? Or
so it was supposed to be originally 3 fights in one night, which was obviously game for, but there was something. The rumor was that there was something to do with the referees or something. They couldn't afford the referees or one. No, I don't really know. To be honest, mate, I'm not sure why it was. One could say that you'll make more money over 2 shows. So like, I beat the bloke fair and square. He walked up to the corner and said, I knocked him down in the second. He walked over to the corner and said, to be honest, mate, I don't think I won that.
Yeah, I mean, you did put him down in the second round, which immediately makes it a 10-8, and pretty much that is 2 rounds already that you've won, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what? Do you know that actually, like, it got to me a little bit, that competition, because like, if you enter a prize fighter tournament, you expect the best man to win, yeah, or the best man to go as far as he can go, and I just didn't feel like that was what it was, like, it's just it's annoying more than anything, because I truly believe I would have got to the finals at least. I do. I was ready for it. I was gunning for it. I felt good. I made weight. I boxed well, and I trained for 9 rounds. I was ready for the 3 fights. You know what I mean? In one night, like.
And how did it feel like when you dropped him, did you expect him to get back up? And when he got back up, were you trying to finish him?
He got back up. I knew at that point that I was stronger than him, but like he couldn't physically push me back at all. You know, like even as he was hitting me, I could feel that he was weak.
Mm.
You know, it's nice that it was just I was the stronger man on the night. You know, it happens. But yeah, he I knew I'd won, and you know I put my hands up at the end, and then yet again you hear that dreaded 39-38, and that was it. I knew.
Yeah. Was that? Would you say that's the toughest defeat you've took? Like that one and the one in
Yeah,
Alton when you think you've won.
yeah. That one on the prize fight, it hit me the most. Like I got back and I saw like I rung like my manager, like as I always do the next day, and we go through what we could have done and what we did do and didn't do, and you just got to put it behind you and move on. Otherwise, you'll spend 2 weeks eating you up. And lucky for me, I was out again the week after, so I had to put it to bed to focus on the York Hall fight.
And with Ryan, of course, you would have been fighting DJ.
Yeah.
I think it's Ryan DJ and Michael Mooney v Dylan Norman. Who do you think wins the semi-finals, and who do you think wins the final?
I think Dylan's going to win the whole thing. I really do. I think he's got raw talent. He was in changing with me. He's a top bloke. And I think as well, if anyone deserves it, he does.
And do you think it would have been you in the final v him?
Yeah, I truly believe that. Yeah.
So when it got announced, what fighters were you originally studying? Because there was a few dropouts here and there, and
Yeah.
the new fighters came in, like Harley and Michael Mooney came
Yeah.
in. Were you hoping to draw one of them, or did you not
To be
mind?
honest, I wasn't worried what who I was going to draw, because I don't. Do you know what? I don't study as much as I probably should, but I'm quite unpredictable, so I can change. I can change my style mid fight if I need to. You know what I mean? I can clock. So if I don't know what I'm going to do, then nor do they, do they?
Yeah. And then you fought Albon Jr. at York Hall, weekend just gone.
Yeah.
And again, 60-54 doesn't really show how much of a good fight it was.
No. Like I said, I haven't really seen it back. I haven't seen it back yet. And I recall me definitely hitting him with a lot more cleaner shots than he hit me. And I know I was quite slick, and I know he missed a lot, but
should have been
then
at
again,
least 4 too.
yeah, I'm not. And to be honest, I was so full up. Like we got there an hour before, and I literally had a drink of water and food, and my food was sitting on my chest. And like, to be honest, I got up on the third round and thought, how the hell am I going to get through this? But like it was just timing, I think, as well. And
was he a good, tough opponent for you?
yeah, I don't think he was that strong at all. Yet again, I thought I was stronger than him. I could have done more, and I'm disappointed in myself on that one.
Did you enjoy boxing at York Hall? Of course, many good, great fighters have boxed there in the past. Is that a good one to box
Yeah,
at?
yeah, I do. Yeah, it was brilliant. Like it's an experience in it. Like that's one of the greatest place you can box as a professional boxer. It's so well known, isn't it? I'm sure I'll be back there again at some point. Stir things up.
And it was good seeing you last week as well.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, it was good, mate. Nice to meet you.
And of course, your teammate Harley Collinson's fighting. Who fought on Saturday, and he's fighting tomorrow. So, and what were your fights on? I mean, what's your fights? What's your thoughts on his performance against Danny Boyle?
He won that hands down, but like I said, at least he got the draw and not 39-38. So I said to him, I would be happy with that, because they're hard to get. They are hard to get, aren't they? And if you get them, then fair play to you.
That makes for a rematch, in my opinion.
Yeah, I hope maybe on home turf. You know what I mean?
It was a good fight though.
Yeah, it was a good fight. Harley's a great, like he's great. He's good. He's good stuff, you know.
I spoke
And
to
I
Danny
think
afterwards, and he wants that rematch because he believes he didn't perform the best to his ability. He thought he won. Harley thought he won. It just makes for a rematch, in my opinion. And this time, I reckon over 6.
yeah, oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I actually prefer. I've started to prefer the 6 round fights because I don't start coming alive till round. You know, like the first 2 rounds are dead rounds anyway, aren't they? You know, like a lot of the time. So, well, at least the first round. But I love doing 6 rounds.
Mm.
I think I'm booked up. I think I'm out another 6 or 7 times before Christmas now. So,
Oh, really?
um,
That's brilliant.
so I've just literally, I've had this week off, let my body recover. I've ate some food that I probably shouldn't have ate, and you know, I'm all recovered and I'm
Why
back
are
in
you?
training.
Oh, sorry. Why are you not on the Bournemouth one this time?
Because there's so many fighters that they split them over. They split them over 2 shows. So I did get offered it, but where I'm quite booked up,
Mm.
I'm actually fighting next Thursday, so I have to leave 7 days.
Thursday.
Yeah, it's a weird day. I don't know why it's a
Where are you
Thursday.
fighting?
I'll have to check my diary, but I think it's Birmingham way. But yeah,
Oh, I think it's one of in Cannock Suite or something.
yeah, it's on a Thursday. Maybe the venue's cheaper on a Thursday. Who knows?
I
I don't
think
know.
it's the black tie show.
Oh, lovely. I'll wear my black tie, should I?
Yeah, mate, you've got to wear the black tie in the ring walk.
Yeah, all right. No worries. I'll do that.
Good stuff, mate. Yeah, so you've got Harley's fight. Will you be attending that show tomorrow, like
100%.
supporting
Yeah, yeah. I'll
Harley?
be down there. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there in the crowd supporting him. You know, he's like we train. You know, our team. We got. You know,
Gemma's
it's mates.
fighting.
Like we're a tight little team. We're not big, but we spend a lot of time together. You know what I mean?
So
It's
it's
good.
you, Gemma, and Harley.
Me, Gemma, Harley. Also, we got Mace as well. We got
Oh, Mace as well. He
yeah,
went
Mace.
10-0 on the
Yeah,
weekend.
talent.
He'll be pushing for titles soon.
100%. And do you know what? Like, I've been hit by him, mate, and it ain't pleasant.
And with Gemma and Harley, do you think they'll both get the win tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's gonna be you know, with Harley being the away fighter again, I think it's gonna be tough. But hopefully, you know, hopefully he gets the decision he's looking for.
Is
You
that
know,
what he's going to do now? Take some fights in the away corner, such as yourself?
yeah, yeah, well that's it. We're gonna go on the road. And do you know what? Like, you know, the record doesn't really mean that much. You know, like at the end of the day, my journey, I'm going to end up in the same place, whether it's going to be 10-0, 9-1. Like I'm still going to get my chance at title shots. I'm still going to get my chance.
You still want to be a Southern Area champion?
Yeah, it will happen. Like it will happen. You know, like you know, and then we'll move on from there. I know. I turn up to fight, and you got to think I'm fighting these people, and I've fought 3 weeks in a row, and I'm fighting these people. You know, like
Exactly.
your body's tired. You know, no matter how you can't say you've recovered from that. But now I feel fresh and recovered, but like my muscles have
Mm-hmm.
ready to go again. You know what
So
I mean?
you're fighting Thursday, and then it looks like you've got one 14th of October back at Oldham, and then you've got a home show on the 21st of
I
October.
know. I think there's 4 or 5 booked in. I'll have to check my diary, but I will send them over to you, and then you can keep you can keep an eye out. But yeah, I would like to be out. You know, most weekends now up till Christmas.
Will the home corner fight be like another, like a journeyman, like a just a stay busy sort of fight, get back, or just see
I
who
don't.
gets offered?
You know, send whoever you want down, mate.
What about if that Tusif Somali, if you got offered him on the home show, you would go? I mean, I'm sure if you got offered that fight, you go straight back for it and just with any of the fight. You're just willing to fight anyone, you.
Yeah, I know. I don't care, mate. Like they ring me up and they go. It's quite funny actually. They ring me. They go, do you want to fight next weekend? And I'll go, yeah. They go, well, don't you want to know who it is? I say, no.
Good stuff, mate. I love that.
Do you know, like, listen, like, if I can go 6 rounds with Jake Lemon, he was strong. He was
He's
heavier.
fast as well.
He was. I think. Wow. To be honest, it was a day before weigh-in, and you know, like I just rocked up as I was. You know what I mean? Like there was no cutting weight, there was no nothing, mate. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that did show. You know, like if it was a, you know, but you know, it was a great experience, mate. Like, I'd do it again tomorrow, no matter what. You know what I mean?
And as every boxer says, records are for DJs.
Yeah, they are exactly that.
And also, people may look at you and they're like, "Oh, he's lost 5 fights," but they look and they watch the fights and they see how good you actually are.
You know, like
and you feel like you should have 3 wins as well.
Yeah, 3 wins. Definitely, I should have 3 wins. But you know, like I'm learning every time. Every time I'm learning, and in a minute, someone's gonna get the tornado of it, mate. And it's all gonna just click together. And
So you don't mind what the result is. You just love a fight.
yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I suppose I like to fight. I do like to win. And you know, it annoys me every time when I don't win. But I just want to be the best that I can be, and I want to do it as quick as possible because that's the way my mind works. You know what I mean? Like I'm all or nothing.
Mm-hmm. And for anyone who wants to buy tickets off you for your home fight in when you fight in Bournemouth on October 21st, how much will tickets be, and how can they contact you?
The tickets they'll be I think they're 35. I don't know. I haven't even seen anything about it yet, mate.
Well, just
I'm
make sure
focused
you
on.
get down there to support Stefan.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as we get a couple more fights out of the way again, we're do another interview and keep posted. Hopefully, I'll have a couple of W's on them L's, mate.
Oh, you will do, mate. You will do. 100% you will.
I'm hoping these new sponsored gloves are going to give me a nice knockout punch.
Yes, mate. And before I let you go, do you want to thank just anybody, manager, trainer, sponsors?
Yeah, 100%. I want to thank Danny Rueg, Mace, Harley, Gemma, Steve Bendel, obviously Pete Zerling, and Connolly Boxing for sponsoring me now, and just like they've all been so great. Like this whole experience this year has just been crazy, mate. I can't wait for the next year now as well, and you know,
Exactly,
get this
because
year out of the way.
When I spoke to you in June, I mean, you didn't expect it to go like have those many. I think you were saying to me, hoping to be 3-0 by the end of the year, like 2 more fights after the one in June. But I mean, you've been active, haven't you?
Yeah, well, you know, like I would always turn up, and I will never let you down. So that's why I'm the man to call, and I'll come for the fight. You know what I mean? So that's
Lovely.
that's the dream, isn't it? So.
Mm-hmm. And thank you for your time, mate, and keep smashing it, mate.
No worries, and thank you so much. I'll speak to you soon.
Thank you, mate. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.